Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Siti Maharani binti Nismam. My metric number is 264365.
Is Najwa binti Sulaiman. My metric number is 264878.
Hi guys, my name is Nur Shakira binti Abdul Razak and my metric number is 264854.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Nur Syuhada binti Muhammad Sapawi and my matrix number is 272985.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Nur Syuhada binti Muhammad Amin and my matric number is 273205.
In this video, we will discuss about 4 things, which is the first one is introduction, the second one is analysis on principle of Islamic banking operation, the third one is issues, the fourth one is conclusion and recommendation. So, let's go to the first one. Introduction. So, let's go.
The definition of Ar-Rahnu from literary view is constancy and continuity or holding and binding, while from technically view, in the Islamic jurisprudence, as possession offered as security for a debt so that the debt will be taken from it in case the debtor failed to pay back the due money. Hi everyone! As you can see, these are the main ideas. So let's continue to the explanation.
Main idea discussed in the research article is about how important pawnbroking toward low-level income of group before the existence of Ar-Rahnu. This is because pawnbroking industry in Malaysia play important roles in the country by providing loan by taking gold as collateral. That is the reason why people like to borrow funds from pawn shop because it is easy rather than borrow from the financial institutions like bank. People don't like to borrow from bank because nowadays they have increased the charge on the several services. So, people without bank accounts will find it extremely difficult to obtain loan from bank or finance company. So, because of that, Muslim community urged the Malaysian government to establish Islamic pawn shop in the country. In 1992, the first Islamic pawnbroking institutions in Malaysia was established known as Muassasah Gadaian Islam Terengganu and followed by Koperasi Pemodalan Kelantan. The Sharia-based Islamic pawnbroking known as Ar-Rahnu, Ar-Rahnu being an active institution that provide instant cash to the needy. Ar-Rahnu provide an alternative to access an interest-free and low-cost short-term cash advance. It also clearly seen as a source of capital for small and medium-sized traders and also a source of capital injection for companies.
The Malaysian Gold Association said that Islamic pawnbroking industry in Malaysia has grown to almost RM5 billion a year. They propose to the government to consider pawn shop business changing into one-stop gold center, which will enable pawn shop to buy and sell gold bars.
Conclusion: government must take fast action, which they must relook and reinforce to provide standardized regulations and procedure of Ar-Rahnu, which to ensure their operation is fulfilled to Sharia compliance.
On principle of Islamic banking concept used in Ar-Rahnu. First, the benevolent loan. It is a loan agreement between the lender and the borrower. The lender is forbidden to ask for extra payment, but the borrower is encouraged to give a token of appreciation. Second, trustworthiness. The borrower is required to produce a returnable collateral to ensure repayment of the loan. The borrower entrusted the lender to look after her belongings during the loan period. If something happened to the collateral item but not due to the lender negligence, the lender is not required to replace the item. Third, the fee for safekeeping. The lender is allowed to charge a reasonable fee for keeping the pawned item safe and in a good condition. 4. Safekeeping with guarantee. The lender will be responsible to replace the missing or stolen item to the owner if he or she fails to keep the agreement. First, the rahim or the debtor will pledge their marhum to the murtahin. So between murtahin and the rahim, we have the financing contract called as Ar-Rahnu. Then murtahin will deliver the debt or marhum to the rahim. And lastly, the rahim will pay the amount of debt with the markup price or the fee to the murtahin. This is what we call as flow Ar-Rahnu. From the previous figure, we can see all the element in the flow is actually consists the pillar of Ar-Rahnu. So here, a 5 pillar should exist as essential element. 5 pillar. First, there must be a pledger. Second, there must be a pledgee. Third, there must be a debt. Fourth, there must be a valuable assets. Fifth, there must be agreement including the contract, which is ijab and qabul, or offer and acceptance. For additional information, we should know the condition relating to the pledged thing, which is al-marhum. This is something that can be bought under Islamic law that can be used as a pledgee. The pledgee property also must be owned by the rahim or the debtor. Next, for the condition relating to the debt, which is marhum B. The debt should exist at the time of the contract, and the object, amount and kind should be known to the both parties contracting Ar-Rahnu. The pledgee has the right to keep the pledged thing as evidence. However, the party to the contract or Ar-Rahnu may agree to entrust the pledged things to a third person known as Al-Amin.
The first issue is pawn items. What is pawn items? Institution of Ar-Rahnu presenting only allowed gold, bar and jewelry as guarantee for the loan borrowed, and the amount lent depends on the value of goods. This is because gold and jewelry carry a strong and stable value and demands. This is contrast with the Ar-Rahnu application in the Prophet Muhammad era, which the pledge item can be except gold that has strong own value. This innovative Islamic concept should able to diverse the pledge asset for the business, not limited to gold but can be other valuable assets that are expensive in the contemporary business, and silver also can be used instead to gold. Challenge for this issue, number 1, is providing education to a society that still consider the institution of independence only necessary for the poor and needy people only. Number 2, level of competition challenge that could adversely affect the development of microcredit service provider. The solution for overcome this solution is number 1, internal Sharia legal advisor have to give education about marketing and location aspect of the same to be empowered to assist Ar-Rahnu development. Number 2, good competition require improved marketing strategies while providing large amount of capital to overcome this problem.
What are the principles of financing in Ar-Rahnu? Ar-Rahnu is based on this Islamic concept. A. The borrower only have to pay the borrowed. B. The borrower is required to place a valuable asset as collateral to get a loan and to ensure repayment. The issues in amount of financing. 1. As we know, the higher margin given, so the higher we have to pay the installment. 2. In these issues, some condition, the amount of loan obtained could be up to 85% to 90%. Most of people were not able to pay back regarding their own income. The solution. Malaysian government take an action to reverse the development of pawnbroking industry because it has lots of benefits compared to other pawn shops. 2. In contrast with Ar-Rahnu, majority of the operators are provide lower margin. It can help customers to decrease their debt and differentiate them for repayment.
Hello guys, next is issue number 3, which is safekeeping charge. What is safekeeping charge? Safekeeping charge is the fee where you need to pay them for keeping your items safely. Safekeeping and ujrah fee almost the same, as it is a fee for the service given to the person. Next, what does this issue about? This issue is about the absence of a clear justification of the ujrah fee rate between the bank and pawn shop. Each pawn shops determine their charges towards the lender. In the market, conventional pawnbroking imposes a fixed interest rate at 2% a month, while Ar-Rahnu institution requires two things, which is collateral and a much higher ujrah fee rate than others, which is at 12.85% a year. Next, we will explain about how the issue affects the organization. First, they did not reach a good competitive level. Because of a much higher rate for Ar-Rahnu, it is obviously did not reach into a level that has a good competitive rate with others. Second, less customer making a deal. Because of the higher rate, people could not afford to make a deal with the organization. So, at the end, the organization will earn less income than usual. Third is competition between all organizations arise. Every organization will charge a different rate, and customers will always find one with a lower rate because they couldn't afford it. So they will compete against each other to get a customer. The last one is the challenges of the organizations in managing the issue. First, try to follow regulations. People might report the issue to the BNM, so to avoid it becomes worse, they have to follow the real regulations stated. The second challenges is have to set a benchmark rate. By doing this way, the rate will be never too high and too low because they need to follow the benchmark in order to survive and earn more. So, thank you guys. Hope it helps you to understand more.
Conclusion. As one of the Islamic financial institutions, it seems cruel to Ar-Rahnu institution to comply with Sharia compliant in their operation. The existing Ar-Rahnu in Malaysia helped to reduce Muslim community from obtaining funds from illegal lenders such as loan sharks. Based on the role of Ar-Rahnu, it cannot be denied that pawn shop institution has a big impact to the social development and hence contribute to economic growth. However, to ensure the sustainability of Ar-Rahnu industry, the issue of Ar-Rahnu must be catered efficiently. Ar-Rahnu operators are eligible to have their own internal Sharia operator.